Yeah, I'm all right.
All right, cool. All right, Mark. Good luck. I'll
Yeah,
see you next Tuesday, okay?
see you later. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to just realize this because there's some things I have not had any problem with. There was some things that memories did come back to me some. The memories that I had was from the from Motion City, Maryland. This was this was about 4 days, and it was really the real thing. Really did come back to me a lot. Simple thing that was, it really wasn't that bad for what I really needed it to do, really wanted it. But this was kind of like it was so hard to remember stuff that it was really, I remember stuff that was really hard to do. But this was really hard for me to remember all the feelings I had for people that wanted to do things. But this was really the stuff that I would really love to have for this whole thing. But this was a whole thing where this didn't, it worked out fine. But this was the thing that was really real honest. I worried about some things were kind of not on the line because this line was kind of like it was so short. These last 4 days, these last 4 days were short as what I was going to say before, and I knew this was going to be kind of sad for me to do this. Okay, I kind of figured down there that it was really something I didn't want to do when it happened because happening was you couldn't just exist in what you wanted to say because people thought this was kind of human out of it where it was really human beings. There was really a lot of human beings in this story. Where there were only two people, two staff people. One was Ashley and one was Angela. And I knew she would really give me some advice for things I really got really in for. And I just couldn't. It was just some things that really came back to me that really didn't really add up. It really added up a lot. So so just so it just depends on what you got to do. Because I realized that this wasn't so hard. It wasn't hard to say because this was a little bit easier than what people wanted and what people needed it really had to happen to that feeling I had because this was kind of smart to, well, that was smarter than what it was going to be the world. This was the smartest thing I would have had to bring back a lot of it. And what it meant to me was really meant a lot to me that this was a memory for mom and dad. My memory was from down there. And I wanted to say this because I wanted to say this straight out. The memories I had down there were a lot of are the memories that I knew because I had to know, because I knew it was going to be all coming out. And I realized now that this was sort of coming with this. So what you got to remember is you got to do it the right way, is to try to remember things were coming up as soon as you can. And before this ever worked, but this didn't hardly happen that way, it was awful short. Because the shortest thing I know, because it was so good to be remembered in this. Mom and Dad really were good to me, really well good. The memories I had from them were so good to me, really well, very well put. And remember things where because I think this was the greatest thing I could ever do. The only thing I got rid of things were, I mean, a lot of things didn't come out. I just came back to me of all the memories for me. This was kind of easy for me to remember all this stuff in Ocean City. I mean, Ocean City was so good to me. I mean, I really had a good time down there. For the last couple of days, these last 4 days were so good. I mean, a lot of people thought this was crazy, but it wasn't. Because this was a feeling that I had to get through when Angela and Ashley, she realized, because Angela was the one that really got me better. And Ashley was together too. Because this was all real, non-real part of what I was trying to get through all this. Because this was all true. Because this was all the truth. I knew this was all going to come together. Because this was all the truth that I knew this was all going to be done. Because this was all clean, smooth lie. Not no lies, but just truth. Just the truth. I did things more. I did a lot more down there than I always do. And it was all clean with more clean, well, a lot of clean, good stuff. Now, the clean stuff I got was, but the cleanest stuff I got was, but it wasn't as the only one word, and I knew this was coming back. But this was kind of on supposing that once it's all together. But all it was is just the proof. How good it was. The weather was fine. And it was good to me that this wasn't so hard. Actually got me through this. And Angela did too. Because I was a little disappointed about all the sports I didn't see. This wasn't like it was so good to be reminded of that. What reminders are the true meaning of what words you bring to what things you do for yourself. And for what you do for yourself, you got to have a clean mind. Well, my mind was clear because this was all cleared up by one serious thing. And this was cleared by a message where I didn't mind not telling what other people wanted to do. But this was a clear message. But this is all the memories that I knew was supposed to be here. But all the memories I had from down there, but where else? Well, I'll tell you right now, this was the greatest vacation I have ever had. The greatest vacation I ever had. Angel told me that when I got sad from this, she made me realize something. She respected me, and she really gave me some good advice. She really gave me something I could think about and just have remembered where things were not going to be done the same as what they would be. And I really remember this from of all the caring that I've been doing. It just was the world's best thing because it really gave me something to think about things. Because Ocean City was so daggone good down there. This was so good. I'm trying to remember things or meaning a lot of remembering, a lot of memories from me because I didn't know remembering things were there was no problem of not saying this on the air. I missed a lot of baseball. I got the memories that I had. because this was only going to be one of the best things I've ever done on the air. This was a memory where I knew this was going to be fine. The only thing that really bothered me was that train was pretty damn good to me. Ain't just because I'm not going to be so fair. Because the worry is sometimes not really worried about it. But by worrying about things, because Ocean City was the greatest place I have ever done. That train was was really good to me. It was really good to ride the train again. After all these years, I missed all the Spring Fest and the Sun Fest for all these years. Because I missed a lot of time that was still there. There was a lot of time I was just so amazed to give this whole thing out. I've been trying to write. I've been trying to write stuff that I wrote. Angela wrote down some stuff down for me to remember things that I wrote stuff down. I had put it down on paper. At least the reason that I know of, but the reason that I said, very special, very special, very, very special. Simple reason. Was a lot of special memories that I had down there in Ocean City. Was a lot of things that was re-put on this whole thing. But where you got to do it, it does really good jobs. But for what the train ended me up, it really made me feel better to ride up and down. But it was really good to me. Really good to me just to stay with the words I got out. I'm typing them up and I will send them out to people that you want them. So what I gotta say now is, Miss Angela said that this was gonna be a good week, and I believe it is. But Angela and Ashley were the ones that really gave me some guidance, got me through this. I mean, they really got me through all this matter because this was all good and real better, I mean. But for how good it was really wonderful. But Ashley and Angela really did me good. I mean, this was a very special time for me to get through this. I wanted to get through this because I just didn't know that mom and dad were so good to me, that this was so good, was so quiet. So I'd like just to say this straight out. But I missed a lot of things down there that I didn't. I want to spend some time down there for all the reasons. But there was some things that I didn't do. So if you have any reason to not really worry what my memories really were, I was raised down there. I was a baby. Because this was a world where because this was the greatest world I have ever been in. Doing that live stream, I just wish that the time was still here. But this was a good thing to do. Not the worst, but it was good. It was kind of good to remember this. So I want to just say good luck to Ashley and good luck to Angela. I'd just like to thank them for taking me down there and back. Them two girls really gave me some pretty well advice for I got through all this stuff. I really had a lot of good memories from here, from down there. There's a lot of good memories, a lot of good stuff. So I'll just sign off now and just say, good luck, Angela and Ashley, and be careful.